New this morning, a potential breakthrough in the battle against forever chemicals. So they are linked to serious health concerns. And now USC researchers may have found a way to stop PFAS from sticking around forever. NBC4's Brittany Hope shows us what this means for you and your family and why the fix comes with a hefty price tag.
What's happening inside these four you're hoping is the big solution?
Yes.
A possible solution to a problem impacting so many Americans, PFAS. They're commonly called forever chemicals, developed by humans and difficult to destroy. They were originally created to help your at-home products resist heat, grease, and water.
We started producing PFAS in the 1950s and putting it in almost everything. So you'll find it in a lot of our clothing, our food wrapping, and we've been finding it now in our drinking water.
This lab at USC is figuring out how to make them no longer eternal.
We know that it has negative health implications in terms of kidney, liver, reproductive health, and other things, even like high cholesterol.
USC tells me quantifying the likelihood of specific health risks for communities with higher levels of PFAS isn't something their researchers can responsibly characterize right now, and referred me to the National Academy of Sciences. Their nationwide research says exposure to PFAS could be linked to certain cancers, thyroid dysfunction, decreased infant and fetal growth, and high cholesterol.
Drinking water for up to 200 million Americans is contaminated with PFAS.
Lita Chatsi runs the research happening at USC. I asked her about new data released by the EPA showing PFAS levels in drinking water across the country, based on samples pulled between January 2023 and December 2025.
This is preliminary data, not published, but our results so far actually confirm the new EPA data that say that basically the areas that are served by small water system, they have higher contamination to PFAS compared to the areas that import water from other regions.
For example, she says LADWP imports water, so if you have LADWP as your provider, the level of forever chemicals will be lower. On LADWP's website, they confirm that. And LADWP has not detected the 6 regulated PFAS compounds in the water they provide. But if not,
the areas in East and Southeast LA across the 710 are small water systems that rely heavily on groundwater. And in these areas, we found high levels of PFAS.
For example, her team tells me, specifically in the 48 households they sampled in Southeast LA that aren't served by LADWP, the average PFAS levels in tap water was nearly double the federal limit set by the EPA. By contrast, in the 22 sampled homes that get their water from LADWP, only 1 had detectable levels of PFAS at all. I reached out to a number of water districts that had water samples from certain wells that tested for increased levels of PFAS sometime during that 2023 to 2025 year span. Many of them, including Santa Ana, Glendale, Pico Rivera, and Running Springs, tell me they've invested into treatments and technology. Many of those districts say the water their customers now get has non-detectable levels of PFAS. The Orange County Water District says they have 200 wells like this one serving northern and central Orange County. Places like Anaheim, Irvine, Fullerton, La Palma, and Huntington Beach.
About 5 years ago, the US EPA mandated that we start testing for that chemical. The very advanced scientific instruments didn't even exist. And then we started building these treatment facilities. So to date, we've built 55 of these treatment facilities, and we've got 50 to go.
Facilities that treat groundwater, bringing forever chemicals down to undetectable levels before it runs to your home.
The limits the EPA has established is 4 parts per trillion. To put that in perspective, that's 4 seconds over 30,000 years. It's very, very minute.
It's a solution that's not cheap.
We project over 30 years, we will spend $1.8 billion in Orange County.
But a solution that scientists say is so needed. Brittany Hope, NBC4 News.